Hello, it's me, Cabria, back with another video. I am doing my May Reads wrap up. It'll be really quick because I've only read 2 books in all of May, which is so sad. I know it's even fewer than the 3 I read last month. But I wanted to go ahead and do this. I'm not feeling super well, but I want to get this out the way because I don't know when my Rainbow Crate box will be here. My May Rainbow Crate box is still not here, so I don't know when that unboxing video will happen. And I don't have enough energy to post the book haul release video, book release haul, whatever it's called, for May. I don't know when I'll do that, but I hope to do it soon. But anyway, first book I read for May was Between Perfect and Real by Ray Stove. I'm hoping I pronounced it right. This book is about a trans male main character. The main character, his name is Dean, and he has this girlfriend that he super loves, and he has some cool friends, but he still hasn't fully accepted himself as trans, at least not in the beginning, and he hasn't come out to anybody, and so everyone thinks he's just a lesbian. And he already knows it's hard enough for his mom to accept him as a lesbian, let alone as a trans guy. So it's one of the many reasons why he has so many complications with coming out. And his girlfriend is also a lesbian, and so, you know, that itself has its own other set of complications. I'm not fully here, but anyway, I mostly like this. It wasn't hard to get through. It was a pretty quick read. I mostly liked it. I just feel like they could have villainized the girlfriend just a little bit less, because I just feel like so many problems could have been avoided with simple communication. I love miscommunication, angst, and everything when I read fan fiction, but like this kind of miscommunication and then villainizing the person for that, when that miscommunication was messed up on both of your ends, was unnecessary. But anyway, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I just feel like they could have handled the girlfriend better, because she didn't. Anyway, I would recommend it if it's something you're interested in. Go for it. This Pride Month, June 1st, Pride Month, cool, whatever. The second book I read was This Is Now by S.E. Hinton. She is the author of The Outsiders, and I love The Outsiders. I loved it when I read it for the first time in 7th grade, and I reread it for the first time since then a couple months ago. And, it hurt just as much now as it did then. And I am honestly one of those people, I forget that authors can write multiple books. So once someone writes one book, a lot of times I don't think, like, hey, let me go check out what else they wrote. So I honestly didn't know she wrote other books until I started hearing about this. So I was like, they said it was The Outsiders companion novel. So I was like, gotta go read it. Gotta go get it. No, I regret it. I regret picking this up. I regret reading it. And it wasn't a bad book. It took me a moment to get into it, because honestly, the writing just irritates me. The writing for The Outsider irritates me a little bit, but like the writing for this to start off with was really irritating to me. So almost, if it wasn't such a quick read, I probably would have quit. But it wasn't bad. It just hurt a lot, and I understood it entirely too much. I understood it. I related a little too much, and it hurt a lot. And I didn't enjoy it, and immediately after reading it, I wanted to throw it and immediately forget everything about this book. But I say go for it. You gotta do what you gotta do. She said, what did she say? The author has said that one time a reader had told her after reading That Was Then, This Is Now, I threw it against the wall. And S.E. Hinton replied, good, you got it. You understood it. I understood this perfectly well. I did, and it is not something I kind of I don't wish I understood this. I wish I didn't. It was not something. The great thing is we see Ponyboy a little bit. Like, not much. He isn't really, like, important to the story, but, like, we see him a little bit. And it seems like he may be doing better. But anyway, aside from that, I hate this book. I hated this book a lot. But it's not a bad book. I just hate it. But anyway, those were the 2 books that I read this month. Well, not this month because now it's June, but these are the 2 books I read for May. I kept saying I was going to read more, and I could have. I just be so tired after I work with children. And I'm so tired by the time I get home. I spend most of the day with children. I'm not back till the evening, and I'm just so tired by the time I'm back that reading feels like so much. But I'm going to try to do better this month. Fingers crossed. I really hope so, because I'm so far behind on my 10 books a month goal, considering the fact that I've only read 5 books in total the last 2 months. But oh well. Anyway, this has gone longer than I planned it to. So see you the next time I have enough energy for a video, whether that's my Rainbow Crate unboxing or the May book haul release video. Excuse this whole aesthetic. I feel a mess. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit more because I talk a lot. Like I said, I work with children, and I have a cold right now. I have had 4 colds throughout May, like 4 colds in 1 month because of these children. These children, I don't understand it. They get me sick like it's nothing. I get sick with nothing. Like my body may hate me, but my immune system is generally like up here. I don't get nothing unless it's a cold. If anybody has a cold, I will end up with it. No, I've never had the flu. I rarely get stomach viruses. Although my first week working at this daycare, I got a stomach virus and then had a cold right after. Children are something else, man. Anyway, so I'm not feeling good. This cold is almost through my system. But I went to work today, and every single kid, because last week, every single child had a cold. So most of them ain't been back. She was like, stop bringing your kids sick. But then today, we only had a couple kids because all the other kids were sick. So they stayed home, thankfully. But the 3 kids that were there were also all sick with colds. So I told them, if I can't get past this cold because it's almost through my system, but if I get another one immediately afterwards, or this one just gets worse because of them with their colds, I'm fighting a child. Not seriously, but I'm going to want to. I'm going to wish I could. Anyway, I'm going to go for real because I said I would. I said this wouldn't be long, but I'm great at talking too much. But, yeah, thanks. See you whenever I have energy. Whichever comes next. Deuces.